everyone, it's Anne from Anneliese Creates, Anneliese's Creations. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. I'm here to do the scraps Rolodex card a week for Bea Grubb's Facebook group called Face the Scraps. I will post a link down at the bottom to her Facebook channel, or her Facebook channel, I meant Facebook group, as well as her YouTube channel. So go check her out, show her some love. So I'm going to get started. I've got some leftover pieces of drop paper. I thought they looked pretty cool. So just bear with me because I'm not really sure where I'm going with this one this week. Sometimes when I feel that way, I just go ahead and start creating and just basically getting an idea of, you know, how my background's going to be, and then I go from there. I just start adding bits and pieces from there. So yeah, so just bear with me as I enjoy my process. And I know last week we did the theme that I decided to use was one of your favorite art related quotes, and so I wonder what you came up with. If you've joined in on the fun, please don't forget to share on the Face the Scraps group. We would love to see what you create. It's fun to see what people come up with. You know, it's always we always get inspired by other people's work at times. Sometimes I'm that way. I'll look at other people's work and go, gee, why didn't I think of that, you know? So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And I think I'm just going along the lines of abstract today. So come up with a piece of colorful abstract art that you can come up with using your scraps. See, like I've got this nice pretty abstract art already using my scraps. And I'm just going to kind of trim around those grooves here. And I'm not quite done. I'm going to add a few little things here to this one. I've got these other pieces that I kind of like the texture going on this one. Oops, I'm not quite in frame. Sorry about that, guys. I get in the zone and then I forget to look up to see if I'm actually in frame. And then it's like, really, Anne? So then when I'm going to edit this, it's like, why didn't I look up that time? You know how it goes? Those of you that create videos, sometimes we get in that zone and we forget to look up to see if we're in frame. So I apologize. I'm working on it. Alright, so I'm going to take some inks, I think, some of the acrylic inks, and I think I'm going to do some splatters on this. And I'm going to, before I do the splatters or the drips, I'm going to take some of this. This is really cool. This is called Crink. It's by Crink, and it's like high quality ink and markers. So this is kind of like an ink. It says opaque, pigmented, permanent, quick drying ink. Handmade in the USA. Very cool. I love the gold of this. And it looks like it's got like a little dabber, or dauber you want to call it. And I really like it. It's very, very cool. Very cool. So I'm going to gather some. So I'm going to use the Pearlescent FW by Daler Rowney. All right, it's an liquid acrylic ink. So I'm just going to go ahead and add some drips of this ink. See that? And then I'm going to come in and add some more different colors here. I've got Liquitex ink. This is Cerulean Blue Hue. Very cool. I love doing drips and spatters. They're probably my favorite thing to do in art. Messy, but I like to do them. Okay, and then I've got Titanium White. Unfortunately, the inks aren't that cheap. You could make your own. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there on how to make your own. The only problem is I've noticed that if you put them in spray bottles, they tend to clog. And I've noticed that no matter how much water or alcohol you add to your alcohol inks, they still seem over time to clog. A lot of people say, oh, I made one and it doesn't clog. Yeah, maybe in the beginning it doesn't clog. But as the inks get old, they do tend to clog. So, yeah. I like the way that turned out. Look at that. That is so cool. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, so I'm going to dry off camera and I'll be back in a minute. All right, so unfortunately my printer's out of ink at the moment, so I'm going to have to wait for that. So I'm going to create my own set of words here. So I'm going to cut these out. So there you have it. This is this week's Rolodex card, scrap Rolodex card a week for this Monday. So I hope you enjoyed it, and come back and like, subscribe, comment, and share, all that jazz. And I shall see you next time. Bye. Toodles. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye. Thanks for watching.